Alex here from the Football Guys, here to talk about 4 early must-draft players in 2023, and none other than Justin Fields should be the start of it. Justin Fields finished QB7 despite missing 2 games this past year, and over his last 10 games, he finished as a top 10 QB 9 times. That is unreal consistency, and he did this while having just one player with over 500 receiving yards, which was Cole Kmet with 544 receiving yards. Think about Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts going into year 3. Both were players that people said, are not going to be great passers. All they have is running. And after they added a true wide receiver 1, they absolutely exploded to the very top of the fantasy landscape. I think if Justin Fields gets a true wide receiver 1, he will be a top 2 or top 3 QB in fantasy, but he's still going to be a locked-in top 10 QB regardless. I mean, he exploded despite his third leading receiver, Equanimous St. Brown, having just 323 receiving yards for his third leading receiver. I am all in on Justin Fields, who should improve even more going into his third year. A running back I really like is Breece Hall. He's one of 5 running backs to ever get a 99 overall grade from Next Gen Stats. Every other player has a top 5 finish at some point in their career. On top of that, Breece Hall was on pace for a top 10 finish before he got hurt this year. He should get a massive QB upgrade going into next year. It's not throwing shade at Joe Flacco or Mike White, who are fine for the Jets offense, but I think that there's a real chance they could get someone like a Derek Carr or an Aaron Rodgers and someone that takes this offense to a new level. Breece Hall should be better going into his second year, hopefully fully recovered off that torn ACL, but I am all in on Breece Hall at cost. Wide receiver that I absolutely love is Jerry Jeudy. And Jerry Jeudy missed 2 games and still finished as the wide receiver 22, and that was despite Russell Wilson's struggles, despite Nathaniel Hackett being one of the worst coaches ever. And Jerry Jeudy this past year had 11 games with 60% or more of the snaps. He had at least 50 receiving yards in 10 of the 11 games. Sean Payton is coming in and should be a big upgrade for this offense. And Jerry Jeudy is still heading into just his 4th season at 24 years old, coming off the best fantasy finish in his career. When he played a lot of snaps, he finished really well, and he should get a big upgrade at the coaching position. I also love Jerry Jeudy. The last player I want to talk about is also a running back that I think is very undervalued because people are not reading in front of the tea leaves enough, and that's Rashad White. Obviously Tom Brady retired and won't be with the Bucs next year. Whoever the quarterback will not be as good as Tom Brady, but the Buccaneers are $55 million over the cap, and Leonard Fournette has a top 10 cap hit in the league for running backs at 28 years old. The Bucs can save $3.5 million by cutting him. He's a top 12 cap hit on the Bucs already. He averaged just 3.5 yards per carry this year. And now Rashad White is going as the running back 33 right now in drafts. With Leonard Fournette playing an entire season, he finishes the running back 36, but you're not drafting him to finish as the running back 30. You're going to draft him for more upside. But I think there's a very high chance that Leonard Fournette gets cut, especially because of how high his cap hit is among running backs. The Bucs are astronomically over the cap. And Rashad White last season, when he had a lot of snaps, in the games that he hit 40% or more of the snaps, in those 6 games, he finished as a top 25 running back in 5 of those 6 games. Pretty much as long as he was seeing almost half the work, he was producing from a fantasy perspective. He's a guy that was one of the best pass catchers of all time coming out of college, among the all-time leaders in yards per route run. And ultimately, I think that Rashad White is going to be a big-time player for the Bucs this year. I think they're going to cut Leonard Fournette, and his value is going to shoot up immediately. So take advantage while you can if you're doing those early drafts. But don't forget to tell us in the comments who you like really early. Like, who are the players that you are going to be drafting every single day and then some in 2023. Don't forget to let us know. Subscribe, turn those bell notifications on, and keep enjoying Football Guys content coming out each and every single day.